Amazing Pompeii. Imagine you're a Roman citizen 2,000 years ago living your life, when one day the volcano next to you starts to erupt. For days, rain of volcanic ash slowly covers and buries the city you live in, Pompeii. The Roman came from Rome. In Rome itself, the capital of the empire, you can see many impressive sites from this period that have been preserved. However, Rome has been continuously inhabited for the last 1,000 years, with roads being built, buildings demolished and reconstructed, and their original use being completely alternated. When you visit Rome, you visit a modern city with ancient roots. Pompeii, on the other hand, was covered by ash for all this time. Only in the last few hundred years the excavations began, revealing a city that was preserved exactly as it was. There is no other place in the world that gives you the feeling of going back in time quite like Pompeii. In this video, I will talk about how to reach Pompeii, how to buy tickets, what are the main things to see, and all the practical information you might need to prepare your visit to this archaeological site. I'm Lior from SeeingPlaceswithLior.com. I'm a tourist guide and a travel planner in Italy. Check my links for lots of informative tips for traveling in this area. If you like my content, I would really appreciate it if you hit the like and subscribe buttons.
Pompeii is divided into 8 sections, marked with Roman numerals. If you are visiting for just 2 hours, concentrate on the areas 1, 7 and 8, as they contain the main sites and are the most central. If you have more time, there is so much to explore and discover. I will mention some of the main sites to see, but the true magic of Pompeii is simply wandering around and discovering the many interesting and unique places. You really get a feel for the place this way, and it really gives you the atmosphere of walking in a Roman city. You can categorize the things to see in Pompeii in several ways. One straightforward approach is by their uses: public spaces, commercial spaces, and private spaces. The public spaces you will find the Forum, which is the main square of the city. Here you can see the main temple of Jupiter, the beautiful temple of Apollo, the Basilica, which was likely used as a court of some sort, and markets. The theaters include the small Odeon, which is very well preserved, and the larger theater that unfortunately was also destroyed during World War II bombings and subsequently rebuilt. Next to the theater, there is an area likely used for gladiator training and the well-preserved Temple of Isis. On the further side of town, you can see the amazing and well-preserved amphitheater. Alongside it, the Palestra Grande, a training area. Additionally, the streets themselves served as public spaces and are fascinating with their zebra crossing, fountains, water towers, city walls, city towers, and necropolises, graves along the roads outside the city. Commercial spaces in Pompeii include the Thermopolia, cooked food shops. You will see many of those. It seems that the people of Pompeii mainly ate outside. They are very similar to the one you will see in Naples. The Praedia di Giulia Felice, a luxury hosting initiative with a garden and private baths and massage area. There are a few public bathhouses in Pompeii. The most impressive one include the Suburban Bath, the Forum Baths, and the Stabian Baths, which are the largest in town. The Foolery of Stephanos, used for washing and dyeing cloth. And of course the Lupanal, the brothel, one of the most fascinating sites to visit in Pompeii. Private spaces in Pompeii are exemplified by its houses, which showcase some of the finest examples of Roman domestic architectures. These houses are divided into different areas for family use and are adorned with beautiful decorations. Notable houses to visit include the House of the Faun, House of the Menander, House of the Veti, and House of the Tragic Poet. There are many other, and they are all very beautiful and give you the options of simply entering into a Roman person house. Pompeii is located in the Bay of Naples, roughly halfway between Naples and Sorrento. Right next to the archaeological site there is the modern city of Pompeii. People usually spend around 2 hours visiting here, which allows for a good glimpse of the site. However, it is a large site, it used to be a city after all, and there is a lot to see, so you can easily spend here 5 to 6 hours if you are really interested in the archaeology and all the richness that this site has to offer. There are 3 entrances to the archaeological site. Porta Marina, the main entrance, typically used by large organized groups, but also for private visitors. It has many car parking options right next to it. The second entrance is Porta Marina Superiore, literally 5 minutes walk from the Porta Marina entrance. It's very close to the train station, so it tends to be a bit busier. In this entrance there are free luggage services. And the third entrance is the amphitheater entrance. It's the closest entrance to the modern town of Pompeii. At all the entrances there are official ticket offices where you can easily buy tickets on the spot. During the busy season it might be crowded, but usually it's manageable. You don't need to wait too long, the lines are not too big. Ticket costs 18 euros for adults, visitor under 18 can enter for free, and European citizens or Italian residents between the ages of 18 and 24 can get tickets for 2 euros. You can purchase ticket online, but if you need the free or reduced ticket, pay attention as these tickets are not available online and you'll have to get them physically at the ticket office anyway. Be aware that there are many unofficial ticket offices around. Don't bother with them as they will charge you more for the ticket and sell you a voucher that you'll need to exchange for a valid ticket. So anyway, you will need to stand in line at the official box offices. There are a few different ticket options allowing you to see various locations within the archaeological site itself and around it. However, for most visitors, the standard 18 euro adult ticket will suffice. If you think you might want to explore more of what this site has to offer, check out my other video on the different ticket options and how to buy a ticket online, as it can get a bit tricky. In the areas of the ticket offices, you can find maps of the site for free, various audio guides options, toilets and left luggage services. There are many restaurants and bars outside of Pompeii. Note that once you enter the site, you cannot exit and re-enter. Inside the site itself, there is a cafe and a self-serving restaurant. Regarding guided tours, so there are audio options outside, and you can also book a tour for your liking from the internet. I will add a link in the description for a popular tour. If you arrive in the morning, usually you can find guides that are waiting at the entrance and they have official symbol guide of the region. They offer private tours or wait until enough people have gathered for a group tour. Many offices and agencies outside also offer tours of different types to Pompeii itself. There are many ways to reach Pompeii. The obvious one and the easiest one is a taxi from Naples or Sorrento. It will cost you around 70 euro and it's about a 40-minute drive. If you come with a car, there are many private parking options just outside the site. I will add a link in the description to one that is reasonably priced, safe and very close to the entrance. Usually you will pay around 10 euro for your parking. With public transport, from Naples or Sorrento, there is a train called 𝐒𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐢𝐿. It's the simplest and cheapest way to reach Pompeii. The ticket costs around 4 euro and the train station called Pompei Scavi is right at the entrance of the archaeological site. However, be prepared for a crowded and often a delayed experience. An express version of this train is available, which, although not much faster, is air-conditioned and less crowded. It stops at the main station along the route. If you come from Naples and want to secure a seat, start your journey from the initial station. It's called Porta Nolana. There is another train company that reaches in the area of Pompeii. It's the Trenitalia company. It's the national Italian train company. It's relevant if you come from Rome or from Salerno or from Naples. The thing with the Trenitalia line is that it goes to the modern city of Pompeii and not to the archaeological site. So you will reach around 20-30 minutes walking distance from the archaeological site itself. There are shuttle buses in the season that goes from the train station to the archaeological site. They are synced with the train that comes from Naples. In any way, the Trenitalia is much more reliable, it leaves on time, and the trains are air-conditioned and comfortable and usually not so crowded. If you are coming from Naples, there is also a bus option. The bus leaves from the port area. It's around a 40-minute ride and a €4 for a ticket. It's a comfortable and simple option to reach Pompeii. The port area is relatively central in Napoli, so it's quite a good option. And while we are here, a word on visiting Mount Vesuvius. If you do wish to visit it, there is a local bus that leaves from right in front of the Circumvesuviana train station. This is the easiest and most economic way to reach the mountain. Tickets can be purchased on the bus, or you can use private operators that offer tours. You will also see them all around Pompeii. Pay attention that ticket to the mountain of Vesuvius itself must be purchased online before. On the top of the mountain there is no box office and there is no internet, so you have to buy the ticket in advance, and it will be worth doing it around a month before your visit, as they tend to run out.
It's been a really hot day in Pompeii today and I deserve my lemonade. I really enjoyed making this video and I hope that you enjoyed watching it. I invite you to visit me on my Facebook group. It's called Seeing Campania and Naples with Leo. It's full of other travelers like you that come to the area and share information and tips. It's a great platform to exchange information. Thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you around. Arrivederci.